392 gentlemen cadets, including 322 Indian and 70 from friendly foreign countries, will graduate from the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun, in the passing out parade being conducted today. And due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, Indian Military Academy, Dehradun will allow only 2 guests of each gentleman cadet to attend the passing out parade. The motto of the Indian Military Academy is Veerta or Vivek, and this academy is known to give world-class warriors, and it is also responsible to provide the permanent commissioned officers into the Indian Army who are absolutely serving and guarding our borders and the territorial integrity of our country. Hello everyone and welcome back for another interesting session of the defense updates being provided by SSBCrack exams. Today, along with Indian Military Academy, even the Officers Training Academy Gaya also has been conducting its Officers Training Academy's passing out parade. So we will also have to go through regarding that. So before beginning, as I always introduce you, that SSBCrack exams is India's most preferred online defense exams preparation portal. If in case you are preparing for the various defense examinations like NDA, CDS, AFCAT, INET, Territorial Army, Indian Air Force, Airmen Group X, Group Y, Central Armed Police Force Assistant Commandant's examination, the Military Nursing Services entrance examination, also for the entrance examination for the Army Cadet College, and all the other most important Indian defense related interviews and procedures, we are one-stop solution for all of those important things. We provide you the most important detailed lecture content, study material, sample practice questions, quizzes, exercises, and the mock tests that are all made depending upon the latest exam patterns. You can even follow us on all sort of social media platforms to keep yourself updated with the most important Indian and international defense inputs. Beginning with the question of the day that I have asked on 10th of December 2020, that is few days back, and the question that I asked was on 8th of December 2020, which country has announced that it is going to build a new nuclear powered aircraft carrier that will be on sea by 2038. I repeat the question, on 8th of December 2020, which country has announced that it is going to build a new nuclear powered aircraft carrier that will be on sea by 2038? Most of you have given a correct answer for that, and the correct answer is France. Okay, so the France is going to take up and it is going to launch its new next generation aircraft carrier. This is going to set in service with the Charles de Gaulle, which will be nuclear powered. French President Emmanuel Macron has confirmed regarding this on Tuesday of 8th of December 2020. So the ship is expected to use the General Atomics electromagnetic aircraft launch system. Remember, what is it? It is the electromagnetic aircraft launch system, and this is a type of the completely catapult launch system. This is being fitted in the United States Navy's Gerald R. Ford class aircraft carriers, and the same sort of launch system is going to be accomplished upon this new French aircraft carrier. You have to understand that France had said that it is chose to pursue a catapult launch design, as it would give its future aircraft carrier in flexibility to launch a wider variety of aircraft from the ship, including drones, future combat aviation systems, fighter, and also the Northrop Grumman E-2D advanced Hawkeye aircrafts also. This also has 2000 Marines on board. It has a propulsion which is also nuclear related propulsion. It has displacement of around 75,000 tons, and it has 300 meters in length and 18 meters. It is large, and it can go at a speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour, and it has catapult which is in of range of the electromagnetic aircraft launch system. Okay, so all of these are the special features of the new aircraft carrier. This will be on sea by the year of 2038, and this is the plan that is made all the way up to now, and France has announced this particular plan. Okay, so that is it regarding the question of the day. Now let us start off with the first and foremost important defense update, and that is regarding Indian Military Academy Dehradun passing out parade. And here, as I've already told you, that around 392 general cadets will be commissioned today, and among these 322 will be Indian cadets and 70 will be from friendly foreign countries. They will be from various other countries and they will graduate from the academy. And due to the ongoing COVID pandemic, only 2 persons from each gentleman cadet are allowed to attend this passing out parade in IMA directly, and the motto of IMA is Veerta or Vivek. Here is a short glimpse of the passing out parade that is conducted today. Have a great view about that. Going through with the next important passing out parade is regarding the Officers Training Academy Gaya. This has been set up in the year of 2011, but recently the government has also passed orders regarding the decommissioning of this academy. But still, until the academy gets completely decommissioned, it will still be used for the officers and in its training, and each and every particular prospect of the academy will always be fulfilled, and the complete course of the OTA Gaya will be a 49-week long course, and it will prepare all the graduates of all the branches of the army except for the Army Medical Corps. Understanding, except for the core of the Army Medical Corps, this particular OTA Gaya will prepare the cadets for all the other branches of the Indian Army, and the motto of OTA Gaya is Shaurya, Gyan, Sankalp, and a brief update regarding that particular passing out parade is here for you. Going through now with the next important update is regarding India and Uzbekistan signing around 9 pacts at a virtual summit that is set up to widen the counter-terror partnership between both the countries. Both Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Uzbekistan President Shavkat Mirziyoyev, both of them have met at a virtual summit on Friday. They have underlined the need for every country to ensure that its territory is not used to launch terrorist attacks against any other countries. That means no other country will be using our country's territorial integrity for it to launch terror attacks on some other country. So this is the agreement that is signed between both Modi and Uzbekistan President Shavkat Mirziyoyev, and Modi has welcomed the Uzbekistan's proposal also to hold a trilateral dialogue among India, Iran and Uzbekistan to promote the connectivity to the Chabahar port, which is in Iran. We have to understand that New Delhi and Tashkent at a virtual summit also decided to explore connectivity routes via International North-South Transport Corridor INSTC, a 7,200 kilometer multi-mode ship, rail and road freight route connecting India, Iran, Azerbaijan and Russia and Chabahar port in Iran, according to a joint statement issued after the summit. Modi and Mirziyoyev strongly condemned terrorism in all its forms and manifestations and reaffirmed the determination of their countries to combat this menace by destroying terrorist safe havens, networks, infrastructure and funding channels as said by the statements. Both the countries have agreed to strengthen the cooperation between the law enforcement agencies and special services, including under the framework of the Uzbekistan-India Joint Working Group on Terrorism. Uzbekistan is a key partner of India and Central Asia, and the countries have signed around 9 pacts across the development and economic sectors at the summit. Leaders discussed the situation in Afghanistan and noted that establishment of peace and security in that country is of great importance to the security and the stability of the entire region. They called for the settlement of the Afghan conflict of the principal Afghan-led, Afghan-owned and Afghan-controlled peace process. India and Uzbekistan expect their unanimity in their support for a united, sovereign and democratic Islamic Republic of Afghanistan, according to the joint statement. Both of them have discussed a lot of important issues, have confirmed the approval of $448 million line of credit for 4 developmental projects in Uzbekistan in the fields of road construction, sewage treatment and information technology. That is it regarding all of these important inputs, and if you want to go in a very detailed way regarding this particular one, you can also go through the complete study material that is being provided for free by SSBCrack Exams app, and you can please go through that particular app, and for that you have to download it and always go through it on a day-to-day basis. Going through now with the next important update is regarding amid the India's standoff, a mountain strike corps of our Indian Army is going to get its own artillery brigade. Okay, this is for the first time that a mountain strike corps is getting a complete completely artillery brigade. We have to understand that in case of the military parlance or in military views, a division is typically constituted of 3 brigades. Understanding? So if there is one division, sir, understanding, if there is one division consists of how many brigades? It consists of 3 brigades. Okay, now if there are 3 brigades, then what all things are happening here? Which these 3 brigades will consist of the armored units, infantry units, artillery units, and besides all the other elements also. So 2 or more division will make up a corps. Okay, so if it is one division, then it will have 3 brigades. Now if there are 2 or more of these divisions, okay, 2 or more of the division, they will make up the corps. Understanding? Now what is happening is one corps is going to get its own artillery brigade. That means one complete brigade will be only based upon the artillery. And which mountain strike corps is getting that? It is the 17 corps. Okay, 17 corps is actually now it is based in Panagarh in the state of West Bengal, and this 17 corps carries its nickname as the Brahmastra corps. Okay, so the Brahmastra corps is going to get its own artillery brigade. This will be attached to the corps, and this will see larger deployment of the ultra light howitzers besides other guns. That means if you are including one complete brigade of the artillery, then it clearly indicates that you are completely improving the artillery of that particular regiment of Indian Army. So although the grand plans of a full-fledged mountain strike corps, which would have involved over 90,000 troops and expenditure of over 64,000 crore rupees across an 8-year period, was put on back burner in 2016 due to budgetary constraints, the ongoing Ladakh conflict has shown how useful they can be, as said by the sources. Mountain strike corps has only one division as of now. Sources, however, said there was no progress in the potential raising of another division, which is meant to be based in Pathankot. The developments come even as the army reportedly looking at the converting some of its fighting formations into dual task ones, which would allow them to fight against both China and Pakistan. Going through with the next important update is regarding the Gadi shipbuilders and engineers. The Kolkata-based shipbuilders, they are going to launch a high-tech stealth warship the next week. That means launching is happening, but this particular high-tech ship, it is actually built by the Mazagon Docks Limited in Mumbai. Okay, so this ship is built by Mazagon Docks Limited, but the launching is happening up at the GRSE. So this is, what are these ships? These are the Project 17A class frigates, and among these, the first class frigate, that means INS Nilgiri of this, it is said to be completely made, and INS Nilgiri is going to be launched at GRSE very soon, and these 3 frigates are being built in a modular technique. What is the meaning of the modular technique? That means generally a ship is made based upon complete formation, but in case of the modular technique, what will happen is they will make the ship in different parts, and then they will join and weld all the parts together to make it a complete ship. Okay, so that is the main thing regarding this particular one. We have to understand in a detailed way that the Garden Shipbuilders and Engineers is a state-owned shipyard, and this will launch the first of the 3 stealth frigates for the Indian Navy on Monday on December of 14th. Okay, so they have a plan to launch all of these things on December of 14th, that means day after tomorrow. And the order of these 3 stealth frigates were at a cost of nearly, remember the cost, it will be 19,289 crore rupees. Okay, this is the biggest ever project that is being dealt by the GRSE, and the ships have a displacement of around 6,670 tons, and they will have the most advanced state-of-the-art sensors and armaments on board. These Project 17A class frigates will be the most advanced class of major surface warship in Indian Navy in a decade's time. Going through with the next important update is regarding Indian Space Research Organization. ISRO is going to launch the CMS-01 communication satellite. So we have heard until now PSLV, we have heard GSLV, we have heard, and we also heard different sort of satellites from the ISRO, and we also learnt about the INSAT satellites or GSAT series of satellites, but this is for the first time the series of CMS is being taken into consideration. Okay, CMS is the first type of satellite in its series, and it is a communication satellite. It will be used for what? It will be used for disaster management and satellite internet connection. Okay, so this will be launched by ISRO on 17th of December 2020, few days later, and after this particular launch, a maiden simply small satellite launch vehicle will also be launched according to it. Okay, so on 17th of December, this particular launch will take place at about 3:41 p.m. afternoon, and this will be the 42nd communication satellite to be launched by ISRO. This will be replacing the current GSAT-12 satellite, which is in orbit, which was actually launched long back in the year of 2011. Okay, we have to remember and understand that the CMS-01 will be the first in a new series of communication satellites by India after the INSAT and the GSAT series. The previous satellite launched by ISRO also had an altered nomenclature, and the previous satellite was called as EOS, which is also known as the Earth Observation Satellite 01. Okay, if you remember, previously we have discussed also about EOS 01. So previous Earth observation satellites were thematically named by the space agency depending on their task or the kind of instrumentation carried. So EOS 01 had previously been named as RESAT-2 BR2, short ranging for the radar imaging and satellite, but later on it was named as EOS 01. But this is another one, this is CMS 01, this is another communication related satellite. Going through with the small satellite launch vehicle, if you have to see, this will be developed by ISRO mainly for the commercial launches, and the space agency ISRO had nearly 20 satellite and launch missions planned for the year, including the big ticket Aditya L1. Okay, so we also have a plan to launch another satellite known as Aditya L1. This is for the India's mission to sun. Okay, so this is also a new India's first mission to the sun. This is also under complete plans and proposals, and all of these the research regarding that has already been started, and this is a purely scientific mission. It will have seen ISRO sending a satellite 1.5 million kilometer away from Earth to the L1 point. The meaning of L1 is the Lagrangian point 1. That means it is that point between the distance of Earth and the sun wherein which the satellite will stay at an orbit. Understanding? Okay, now we will go on with the next important update, and that is regarding the first separation test of the Safran's 1000 kg AASM hammer air-to-ground weapon on the Rafale aircraft has been proven to be a successful one. Okay, so the main meaning of this particular one is that this is a 1000 kg version of the hammer weapon, and this is an air-to-ground modular weapon. It is designed and produced by Safran Electronics and Defenser. This is an Indian private defense company. This has successfully completed its first two inert separation tests from Rafale Omnirol fighter aircraft, and these were conducted at France at the French Defense Procurement Agency's Cazaux Flight Test Center in the southwest of France. We have to understand that the separation dynamics observed during the two firings were in line with the simulations. These industrial validation tests were designed to check the correct sequencing of all components of the wing hardpoint and the weapon, as well as the wing deployment mechanism on the large range extension kit. Following the successful separation test, the first live firing test will be conducted in 2021 as a part of the final development and qualification of the 1000 kg AASM. We have to understand that the 250 kg version with the Blue 09 penetrating bomb body and Mark 84 conventional body, as well as its close functional integration with the Rafale, especially for fire control system and configuration points. This new weapon will give the Rafale an enhanced strike capability with payload configurations of up to 3,000 ASMs per aircraft, and its standoff range is also extended thanks to the integrated propulsion system. Going through now with the next and the final defense update that I want to discuss for today is regarding India giving a reply towards Russia regarding its remarks, because on 10th of December we have heard that Russia has given a very intriguing remarks about the India's involvement, and it has said that the West, and pointing out towards the United States of America, that is trying to create a sort of completely isolating India, and it is trying to create a hype in creating Indo-Pacific thing. But India has given a reply to Russia, and as far as the Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson has said, he has equivalently said that, as unequivocally outlined by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi during his speech at the Shangri-La Dialogue in June 2018, India does not see the Indo-Pacific region as a strategy. Remember, India does not see the Indo-Pacific region as a strategy or as a club of limited members. Okay, so this is completely open, and we do not have any kind of issues with any particular country. We want our completely Indo-Pacific region to be a proper, completely rules-based order, and wherein which it will also flourish in the economic development of all the countries, not just India. Also, it is also mentioned that it is not even a grouping that seeks to dominate. We have no intention to dominate in that particular region, and we do not direct any country regarding this issue. India always stands for a free, open and inclusive region, as said by the Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson. India enjoys long-standing relations with Russia characterized by special and privileged strategic partnership. This year marks the 20th anniversary of our strategic partnership with Russia, as said by the spokesperson, and our relations with Russia stand on their own merits, including the sphere of military technical cooperation. These comments are aimed at dispelling at any apprehensions that India is under pressure from USA to undermine its ties with Russia. That is it about all of these important inputs, and I hope that you people are very clear and aware about the discussions that are being going on between India and Russia. So all of these are the most important defense updates for today, and I want to end up to here. Now we will have a very quick review of the topics we have discussed by going through some of the most important questions. And the first and foremost question is, Modi welcomed the Uzbek proposal to hold a trilateral dialogue among India, Iran and Uzbekistan to promote the connectivity through what port? It is to promote the connectivity through the Chabahar port, which is located in Iran. The next question is, which mountain strike corps is going to get its own artillery brigade recently? It is option A, the 17 Corps. Okay, so going through, the 17 Corps is based in what place? It is based in Panagar. The nickname of the 17 Corps is what, sir? It is the nickname of the 17 Corps is the Brahmastra Corps. Okay, it is what? It is the Brahmastra Corps. Remember the name of it. Okay, going through with the next question is, the first ship of Project 17A class is, the first ship regarding the Project 17A class frigate is INS Nilgiri. Next question is, which communication satellite that will be launched on 17th of December 2020 will replace the current GSAT-12 in orbit, which was launched long back in 2011? The satellite that will be launched on 17th of December 2020 is option A, CMS-01. Going through with the next question is, the 1000-kilogram version of Hammer air-to-ground weapon, it is made by which particular company? Is it Astra Microwave or Safran Electronics and Defense or Alpha Design Technologies or Kalyani Group? The correct answer for this particular one is Safran Electronics and Defense. If in case you are very eager about the other ones, also mention in the comment section what all are the contributions that are being made by the other three mentioned companies here towards the Indian defense industry. Going through with the next important question is, first separation test of Safran's 1000-kilogram AASM Hammer air-to-ground weapon on Rafale, they were conducted at what particular base? Where were they conducted? Is it option A, CASA Flight Test Center in Jetaf Air Base in Spain, or Bombardier Aerospace Flight Test Center in Kansas of United States, or the Kazoks Flight Test Center in Southwest France, or the Airbus Defense and Space Flight Test Center in Germany? The correct answer for this particular one is option C, the Kazoks Flight Test Center in the southwest of France. Remember all of these in a very proper way. Now we will have the question of the day, and the question of the day for today is, where is the Indian Air Force Test Pilot School located and what is its motto? I repeat the question, where is the Indian Air Force Test Pilot School located and what is its motto? The answer for this particular question and the complete details regarding this I will be giving you in the next session. Until then, stay tuned to SSBCrack exams, subscribe to this channel, download the Android app from Google Play Store. Always stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling, be confident. Jai Hind.